Hello, Carmen. This is Ellie. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
Wonderful. And your mom, she's doing okay still?
She's doing well, yes.
That's great. You asked me to call you when I found anything interesting to invest in. Have you ever heard of Robo Friend?
No, I haven't. Can you tell me about it?
Let's see. Robo Friend were just introduced by the company Be Lazy, a leader in robotics industry. They think Robo Friend is going to be huge. They spent millions of dollars developing and marketing. Robo Friend is a friend that's a robot. It can do pretty much anything with you.
I did see an ad a few days ago. It showed a robot walking with a golfer while she played. It even recommended what club to use. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yes, that's the one. It can also sit, watch TV with you, go shopping. There's really no limit. Carmen, do you know how many people are lonely in this world? Some would love to have a friend, even if it is a robot.
It really does make me sad to think about how many lonely people there are. I mean, I've been there myself. I can't tell you how nice it would have been to have someone to talk to, even if it was a robot. I think there is a large demand for this product. Can you tell me more about Be Lazy?
Sure. Be Lazy has been around since 2000, but 2008 was the first year the company was profitable. It does not pay dividend. Experts expect Be Lazy to grow at 20% a year, so the future is bright. Right now the stock is selling for $20 a share.
Did you say the growth is expected 20%? And how much of that growth is connected to Be Lazy? I do see a big demand for this product. I mean, has the company consistently performed better or worse than analysts expect?
Great questions. Yes, the company is expected to grow 20% a year. My understanding is that Be Lazy has invested heavily into RoboFriend, and most experts are counting on it to provide a large portion of its future growth. The company's profit has exceeded experts' expectations for the past 3 years, but 20% is pretty optimistic. Carmen, I've noticed that the volume of trading has recently increased. The price has also increased, so this is an indication that some of the largest investors are really positive about the stock. That bodes well for future prices.
This seems like the type of product that could really catch on and become a trend. But is it affordable?
The price of RoboFriend ranges from $900 to $3,000. The difference is in the range of things RoboFriend can do. At $900, RoboFriend can sit with you, watch TV, go on a walk, and chat. But at $3,000, RoboFriend can actually advise you in some parts of your life, teach you things.
Wouldn't it have been nice to have a Robo Friend in college? I wonder if I could have gotten better grades if I got the robot to write my papers for me.
I guess you could decide the gender. As for writing the paper, I don't know if that would have been entirely appropriate.
I know. Why don't you put in an order for 1,000 shares? I really think this could be a revolutionary product.
I hope so. I'm telling several of my clients about it. Okay, let me confirm that you want to buy 1,000 shares of Be Lazy at $20. That's $20,000.
Actually, put in the order at $19.75. See if you can get it at that price instead.
Okay, let's see. My screen tells me that the last trade was actually, 2025. So your bid of 1975 won't go through.
All right, put in a bid at the market price instead and see what we can get it for.
Okay. Well, your trade went through at 2050.
Has it really gone up 50 cents since we started talking? Well, I hope that signifies that there's a growing demand for this stock. Thanks, Ellie.
You're welcome, Carmen. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Hello, this is Ellie.
Hi, Ellie. This is Carmen. How are you doing?
Wonderful, Carmen. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Okay.
So I've been watching Be Lazy this past month. Why have prices dropped so much? I mean, just yesterday, the stocks were closing at $9 a share, whereas shortly after I bought, they were up to $35 a share.
Well, Be Lazy is still very optimistic about the future, but apparently there have been a few hitches along the way. For example, I heard that Be Lazy actually got sued by one of their customers for, I don't know, I think it was too irritating or might have caught the kitchen on fire or something. And I heard another person was very frustrated with their Robo Friend because might have, pushed them out of the bed to wake them up instead of just calmly and politely being nice. But needless to say, there are a few experiences that have slowed sales, but the volume trade has jumped because of the shareholders have decided to sell. So the supply of available shares has increased. But the selling pressure has reduced the share price.
Should I sell? I mean, it doesn't seem like Be Lazy will meet the expected profits.
Carmen, you're right. They will not meet the expected profits of the past, but the question is, will they meet the revised expectations? Obviously, they're lower, which is why the stock price has dropped, but if it's just a hiccup and a RoboFriend can actually be a real friend, then, well, it may be time to buy some more shares because earnings will exceed expectations. However, if the problems persist, the stock's price will fall and continue to fall. The company remains optimistic though, so I think the company will turn around. However, I would not recommend buying any shares at the moment.
I think I agree, but it's hard to hold when I've lost this much money. Let's keep an eye on it, and if it falls another $1, I think I'm gonna have to sell.
Okay, Carmen. Well, while I have you on the phone, do you want to go over any other investments?
No, I'm still trying to digest Be Lazy. When I'm ready, though, I'll call you and we can discuss further investments.
Sounds good. Thank you, Carmen.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Carmen initially invests in Be Lazy because she believes there is a huge demand for the Robo Friend. Sales should propel future earnings higher. She believes that sales will actually exceed projections, so she decides to invest. Others agree. More investors become aware and attracted to Be Lazy. Interest sparks activity, so the volume of shares traded increases. In this case, the number of buyers exceeds the number of sellers at $20 a share, so they bid Be Lazy's share price higher. This is illustrated in Graph 1, where an increase in the demand for Be Lazy stock pushes a share price from $20 to $35. But unfortunately, the introduction of RoboFriend has a few problems. Sales fail to meet expectation because RoboFriend is not very well behaved. The stock price has plummeted. Why? Well, because the bad news sparks interest. But in this case, the added volume of shares traded is generated by the investors who are concerned that the behavioral problems will hurt future sales and Be Lazy's profit will suffer. Future profits will be less than expected. The number of shares available for sale at $35 exceeds the number of buyers willing to purchase at $35. Graph 2 shows an increase in the supply of shares and the resulting fall in the price of Be Lazy shares from $35 to $9 a share. Carmen is worried because her investment has depreciated. However, when she considers selling, she can't believe it. Ellie, her advisor, suggests that she should buy more of RoboFriend. Why would she advise such a crazy thing? Because the future is brighter. Ellie advises that the past should not be considered when making an investment. Where will the stock go from here? Ellie expects RoboFriend to catch on after the problems are resolved. And if so, the stock should rebound. The three main points are, when investing, look to the future. Future earnings drive stock prices. Sunk costs or the past should not be considered when making investment decisions. When future earnings are bright, there are more interested buyers and sellers, so the demand for the stock increases, thereby pushing up the price. Conversely, when something happens that owners of a stock believe will hurt future earnings, the selling interest increases. So buyers must be enticed to buy by lowering the price of the stock. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation of how supply and demand analysis can be used to understand the stock market. To learn more about this lesson and other important economic concepts, please visit our website at higherrockeducation.com. Thank you.